Hello and welcome to FTB Sports. This is the Tottenham Hotspur reaction show for the North London derby game that's just finished. And the score is 2-1 to the Arsenal. And as you can see, I wasn't expecting it, but we do have representation from Arsenal guys today and a lot of Spurs fans, unhappy Spurs fans. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, as you would normally do, all the things. And we'll get into this. This is going to be a little bit rowdy. So, gentlemen, welcome to the show. How are we doing?
All good.
Good.
We're all good. We're all good. You should be all good. Well done. Good thing for you guys today. I'm going to give you that. You played better than us. I'm not going to take that away from you. It took us until 60-odd minutes to start playing with 10 men, and then, you know, that's the disappointing thing for me. The result, you can have results like that, but the manner of how we lost in that, particularly in that first half, after scoring a worldie like that. Just a quick thing. Someone's got a lot of background noise. If you could just, if you've got background noise, just edit your mic so we don't have that. Sorry, we are live, so we don't want people just to be, do you know what I mean? Right, adding the final person in. I'm not sure whose mic. Oh, right.
I think it's.
You might have to mute you. Yeah,
if you lot don't stop doing this because I'm in Nigeria, it's my connection thing, man. Guys. I'm not having it.
You're actually in Nigeria.
I'm in Nigeria.
I'm in Lagos right now, yeah, bro.
Straight
Bless.
Jeez.
Bless and well done for coming on. Clear from Nigeria.
Of course he was going to.
Right, let's start with the Spurs fans. Let's start with the Spurs lot. Let's just let's go through your thoughts. Mike, you take it away. What you thought of the game, the performance, how you think we did, and the result. Obviously not the result we wanted, but how did you think the game went?
I think it was a tight game. It was a tight game. I mean, both teams had the chances. Arsenal had more chances than Spurs. I don't think we came out the blocks. I don't think we actually turned up, to be fair, especially the first half, even though we got the goal from Lamela, which was against the run of play. Yeah. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, what separated the two teams was a penalty. And like you mentioned before, and just a minute ago, I mean, you have games like that. Had we lost and got bad, like by 3 or 4 old goals, then it would have been embarrassing. But I think Lamela killed us with the silly sending off. I mean, he looked like he was going to get sent off before he actually got sent off, because he was getting a few tackles, which were a little bit like, he's going to, you could see it. You could just see it. Why Mourinho didn't hook him off, because if you've got 11 men in a derby game, if you've got 11 men with 25 minutes to go, you could you've always got a chance of getting a goal, even against the run of play. But with 10 men, last 25, I mean, look, yeah, City setting off. Yeah.
To be fair, like I said, the stats suggest obviously Arsenal were the dominant team, and they were. But like I said, we've got to put everything into context. I don't think we started the game well. We showed our intent from the start. It was very much a reverting back to what we've kind of seen 4 or 5 games ago, and that wasn't the approach I wanted to see from us today. Particularly given the fact that we, you know, if you put pressure on these lot, which we showed in the last 20 minutes, you put pressure on that lot, and they will obviously give you opportunities, and we had opportunities. Too late, too little, too late. I'll come to the panel down below, and I'll come to the Nigerian Englishman first. Give us your thoughts so we can get a balanced view before we just keep saying the Spurs things. What was your thoughts on the game, Mr. Nigerian Englishman? Welcome from Lagos, by the way. Oh, can you not hear?
Thank you, my people. Oh yeah, now, hey. Can you hear me?
Oh, geez.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Loud and clear.
Loud.
Hey. Okay. I just want to ask one quick question to Mike and Sam, because I'm still trying to find Højbjerg. Like, where was he? Was he bossing the midfield?
I don't think
because I was under the
worst
impression I was going to see a midfield masterclass from Højbjerg.
You think that's where the game was won in the midfield? Is that what you're telling me? Because I don't believe that's where the game was won. So if we're going to do this, let's do it properly. The game was not won in midfield. The game was won by mistake at the back, on the right-hand side.
Okay, wait.
It weren't in the midfield. I didn't see no party bossing nothing. I didn't see Xhaka doing nothing. So let's talk sensibly. I'm listening.
I'm assuming that you addressed the Nigerian English.
You're an ice cream stand, right? What are you actually in?
Okay. I am in the Uber, yes. I'm an Uber right now.
Uber was going away
Left,
until he realised he
Anyone,
had
so,
one.
anyone who think you've just lost
what
the
I
game.
would say is this: because of the scoreline was only, mate, look,
I can't hear
2-1. Yeah. The reason why you guys are talking now is because it was only 2-1. Can you not hear me?
Yeah, we can hear.
Hello.
It's a bit laggy. That's it.
Hello.
All right.
Well, we might have to come back to you if you want to come back on your
Okay,
stream.
wait. Someone else should speak for 5 minutes. I'm about to get.
Right, we'll come back to you. Canners, go on in.
All right, look, listen. The way I see it is this: we was well and truly. That's probably the most one-sided I've seen the first half, right, of a game. Seriously, and in North London derby for a long time, right? How you lot got the goal? Obviously, it was your first attempt, first foray pass, first third, last third, in the last third. The thing is, listen, he scored a worldie, right? He ain't gonna do that every week. Great goal. And at first, when I saw it, I was like, how did he get that in? And then when they showed the replay, see it was Rabona. Look, listen, you can't take nothing away from him, right? It's class. And the thing is, you can't even say it fluke, right? Because he's done it a few years ago. So to be fair, hands up, hands up. When they come off, it looks absolutely world. It looks class. Ball catch shouldn't have been 1-0 up. We hit the post twice before that. We territorially, possession, everything was on top. We was playing the better football, everything. But look, listen, that's football. Shit like that happens. Sorry for the language, but look, it happens. We went 1-0 up, and I think we deservedly got the goal back to bring it back to 1-0 at half time. Now, second half, I think you lot come out with a bit more impetus. Obviously, you lot must have had a rollicking at half time, and that kind of like your best player, in my opinion, was Lamela, right? And the thing is, I think that kind of played into our hands a bit. It was great, look, great for him to kind of have that, energy and whatever. But he's got something loose there, and I was just waiting for something to happen with Lamela for him. Someone was going to get a card and another card or whatever. To be fair, I think he's lucky that he didn't get a straight red. But anyway, look, the penalty was a penalty. I don't think you can't say it wasn't a penalty. And the thing is as well, Sanchez has got that in it. I was so glad that he was on the team sheet. So overall, you lot did better when you went down to 10 men. So Mike, I'm going to detract from what you were saying. I felt like when you went down to 10 men, it kind of like forced the players took control. But it was nothing to do with the manager. The manager set up in such a way to kind of like how you played at your ground, where you'd sit back and try and then boom, hit us on a break. But that went after 20 minutes, was it, when Son went off? That was a massive blow to you lot. As good as Lamela was, Son is a different type of player. Do you know what I mean? And he would give us going back, running against us, a different problem. Happy when he started clutching his hamstring. Happy. Listen, and at the end of the day, the way I see it is that we panicked when you lot went down. We didn't know what to do. Because it was about managing the game, kind of, trying to keep the ball. But as it came that you lot had that mentality. The players had the mentality of, don't give it a toss here. We can lose 3-1, 4-1, but we've got to try and get the goal back. And as 10 men or whatever, we didn't know how to handle that. And that really frustrated me, that we couldn't see out the game how we wanted to see out the game. We should be passing the ball, left, right, whatever, keeping the ball, but we couldn't do that. Look, that's probably, especially the first half, the most one-sided North London derby I've witnessed for a good 4 or 5 years. You lot have got a problem with your manager, because those kind of tactics, when Son went off, killed you. I don't know what you lot going to do for the games coming up. For us, it was a great victory. I think we deserved it, and I'm glad that we managed to shut a lot of your mouths.
We did indeed, mate.
Are you done? Are you finished? Can I have a little say?
You can have your say.
Let me just put the stats up, because this might help you kind of justify all your stuff about your domination because you were
Just
dominant.
one thing,
with the
just one,
ball.
here's one
You
little
were
dirty stats.
ball, but let's put the stats up a little. Let's just have a little see.
Listen,
So,
before listen, can I
hold
just say
on,
one thing?
You said your piece. I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you. So
just
again,
one thing.
no.
One
Let me go through the
one
stats.
thing.
Let me go through the stats, and then you can come back. As I said, from what you told me, you was overly dominant, but yet you had 3 shots on target. We had 3 shots on target. You had 13 shots in total. We've got 6. 6 corners free. 12 fouls. So all the rest of it, when you go through the stats and you look at how this game panned out,
Nigel, just
yes,
let him.
Can I
of course, 100% agree. 100% agree.
Can I come back?
Can I
Guys,
finish
I
my
don't
piece?
mind taking this one, guys.
Can I finish
don't
my
mind
piece?
taking this one.
Can I finish my piece?
Listen.
Like, I allowed you to talk. That's all I'm asking you to do. You can come back and say what you want, but allow me to talk. Like, I didn't say not a word when you said your ramble. So let me say my little bit of a ramble. The stats do not suggest that you was that dominant in the game. What I see with the eye was that you did have a lot of possession in certain areas of the pitch. And I give you that. The goals came from real bad errors. If you look at the error from what you could, Doherty got rinsed in that on that left-hand side by T.
That's not an error. That's a great bit of skill. That's not an error. He couldn't deal with it. He can't deal with it.
Brilliant. Okay. So yeah, he got that. What Sanchez has been doing that to us all fucking season. So I've got, I can't really take that. Jose set the team up wrong today. That's where, as a Spurs fan, I can definitely say that we weren't playing. We were definitely not playing in the way that we should have played because the last 20 minutes with 10 men just showed me what we can do if we pressed you. You lot were uncomfortable. You lot didn't have the control of the game that you did in the first probably 60 minutes or so of the game. So again, on reflection, we've come out and done something wrong. But for you to take away and say, oh, it was the most one-sided, the score was 1-1. Do you know what I'm saying?
Can I just, with those stats there, they're so misleading. They are so misleading because you had 1 shot, 1 on target, until the 60-odd minute when Lamela had a header. From then, you had 1 shot, 1 on target. So you're
I said for 60 minutes, you lot were very much the team in dominance. And I said when we went down to 10 men, that we played better. So what I said was, you did very, very well with the ball, but you didn't do that much with it because you had 3 shots on target. So if you're saying to me that possession wins football matches, that's fine. That's not the problem.
Yeah, look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be I don't want to do this in it, but I can't agree with you, Sam. I'm sorry. We were dead from minute 1 to minute 90. We were shit. There's no other way around it. Manager set us up to be shit. Manager set us up to be shit. I'll admit, I will say that the player choice wasn't bad, but the manager set us up from minute 1 to not win that game. We were shit. We were awful. We were terrible. I said from 4 minutes in, this is not going to be fun. And I said from when we conceded the goal, this is not going to be good. I understand what you mean about the stats are a little bit misleading in terms of they dominated, but you have to watch the game. There was not even 4 minutes in the game before we went down to 10 men and were losing the game. There was not at least 3-4 minutes in the game where we dominated the game. We were terrible. We didn't do anything. And it took a world-class goal for Lamela to score. And even if I was on the pitch and Lamela scored a goal like that, I would have so much impetus to try and score another goal.
But even if we won that game, you'd still probably be
this is the point. I
didn't deserve that. This
is the point I'm trying to make. It's a double-edged sword with the way you play when you're Jose Mourinho. If you want to set up like that and you don't win the game, you've got nothing to fall back on. You've got no excuses if you lose the game. At least if you won the game, I don't give a shit. Cool,
listen,
you
won
the
game and you take Bale off.
He took Bale off and he brought on Sissoko and then he took off Ndombele and brought on Dele Alli. There's no excuses. There's no excuses.
The worst part of today's game were the subs.
Yeah,
How can you put Sissoko, Dele Alli, who has no first touch? Everyone knows he has no first touch. Even Lamela was dodgy. Putting Lamela on was dodgy. You got a ridiculous, unique goal because he hasn't got a right foot. That's it. He hasn't got a right foot. That's why he has to do Rabona.
I'm fuming.
When he took
were shocking.
Yeah. What did Bale do? What did Bale do in the time?
That's not the point. That's not the point.
If it's not working out for him,
he's the one who caused your first goal. It was his ball across that caused your first goal.
Let's just have some people. Let them say. Go on, Tommy. Have you say?
He looked at it at 1-1 and thought, I'm going to shut up shop. That's why he puts Sissoko on. How can you look at it 1-1, 60th minute, say you're going to shut up shop?
In an NLD.
We've been playing deep all game, so you're going to play even deeper, and we're not going to concede.
But do you not think Sissoko was brought on in the middle for the energy that he does have? He's
Energy.
He doesn't do anything.
What in attack? In attack,
He doesn't do anything.
He's got nothing. He's got nothing in attack. He's
I'm
completely
so glad
out
when he made those subs. Yeah, I was so glad. I tell you,
awful.
when you took Bale off,
Arsenal fans must be laughing.
Listen, when he took Bale, even Bale was like, "Look, I'm coming off." It was like, and you could see in his face, he's like, "This guy's an absolute joke." How can you take Bale off and being?
How deep?
I was like, "Wow."
How can we stop that deep? How can we
Tommy, did you see us press once? Because that's what I was saying. For 4 minutes, we didn't even press them. David Luiz is centre back. David Luiz, he is.
You watch my live watch along. I just done a live watch along, and I've been saying that the whole time.
It's a joke.
It's a joke. They got Sideshow Bob. Yeah, they got Sideshow Bob. We got MC Hammer, Davinson Sanchez. They're both their legs just flying about. That's who you go at. That's who you press. They're the ones you press.
Facts. And they pressed him as well. They pressed Sanchez. They pressed
You've got to put Luiz under pressure. He's like Sanchez. Yeah. He will make an error or two every game.
Let's move it on. Let's move it on. Come on.
I want to. Yeah, Carl. What do you think? Do you think?
Nigel, Thanos in the top corner. What? Have your words. Say what you think.
In all honesty, like seriously, this game reminded me of Russia in World War One. Because nah, you'll come
we
around.
Got a history lesson here. Like that.
Yeah, let's hear this analogy.
Listen.
I want to hear this one because it's got to be good.
Nah, listen, you'll understand. Darius, you'll feel me on this one because you had the government that people hated. You had the revolutionaries. I'm calling the government Mourinho, and they're in the war. They're getting warped, and the revolutionaries love the country, but they're there saying, "Yeah, let's see them get a pamming." You know what I mean? Like this for the long-term health of our country, we need more people outraged at this, like what's going on. And I feel like if that game, watching how we played that game, you're still not thinking Mourinho out. Like, what else is it going to take? Like, we needed that pamming. That to get outclassed in a London derby like we did today. And it's like, we can't keep falling back saying our individual errors. Like, we were outclassed. Like, this has to be the line. Like, what more? We're not building anything. We're not going anywhere. What more do you need to see, really, before you're like, all right, cool. Like, I'm out.
So, I agree. Again, what I will say to that is you guys are very reactive in terms of a performance today, which
I've been saying this.
Yeah.
Watch my channel.
I'm not reacting because I know I look at the longer pitch. I've not taken away from the fact that it wasn't a good performance. I think you guys are losing that fact. What I'm saying to you is when I was told that this game was a complete domination, I don't believe that was the case.
It was.
It's because Arsenal's dead. It's because Arsenal's actually dead, but that they dominated us as much as they possibly.
Come on, bruv. Sam, wake up.
Come on, Sam. Come on.
This is why we have opinions. It doesn't mean so you can railroad me into telling me what I can realize the game. And all I've said is Jose Mourinho made some real errors. If you're going to chat over me and shout, that's fine, but I'm trying to explain something. I will let you have your say. What I'm saying to you is the performance from the manager was not up to scratch today, but we've seen performances from the team. Yes, we've come up today in a North London derby, and we should have performed better. But I'm not having this fact that we were completely outclassed and all this. We didn't play well for 60-odd minutes. It took things to happen for that to change. Now, had the mentality and the structure and the tactics been different from the start, and maybe some of the luck that we didn't have, Son going off, that didn't help. A man being sent off, that didn't help. Doty playing at the back, that didn't help. So what I'm trying to say to you is there are things that happened in a game which is one-off. When we're looking at the overall season from Jose, I keep saying until we get to the end, we cannot make a judgment on this manager until we get to the end of the season. So we can do this game-to-game thing, and I'm happy with that. But let's just keep it within the context of what happened today. That's what I'm saying. That's my point.
What happened today? Did it surprise you? Is it not a pattern that we've seen continue to happen?
It surprised me because of the fact that we played in a certain way for the previous games. Well, and I said,
who did you play your previous games? What teams?
That's what we said.
What teams did you play?
You're 10th.
North
You're not
London
like
derby.
you're
Come on, man.
North
the
London
top.
derby,
You're
mate.
not Man City.
Allow
You're
that.
10th,
You're not much
family.
better
You're
right
not at
now.
the top
Come
of the
on.
league, so we don't have to
Even
watch
you.
you like that. That's what I'm trying to say. I would
When
say
you come over
Brighton
to
was
you
more
with
embarrassing.
some
When we played
else,
Brighton, it was
you
more
lot can't
embarrassing.
have it.
Playing you, you're 10th. It doesn't matter. You're in the same situation as Brighton. Brighton played better than that. So I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to sit here. It's a North
Oh,
London derby. It's competitive. It's very competitive.
Between
I
what
understand that. But let's
when you look
bring
at
it back into context,
when
please.
you look at the hard facts today, right? Take the stats all away. What separated the two teams was a penalty.
Oh, bro.
But that's a stat.
oh,
But that's
give
a
it
stat,
that.
isn't it?
It's
That's a stat. That's a
dead.
stat.
penalty.
Oh my God.
A penalty. Tell me
Nah,
I'm
mate.
wrong then. A penalty
You're-
separated the two
Carl,
teams.
let Carl speak.
What's the
Carl,
score?
hasn't spoken.
What was the
Let's-
score
let's-
today? It
let's-
was 2-1. And what won the
Carl.
game? A penalty.
Carl,
Right.
have your say.
Let's start from the start, right? Yeah. Now, anyway, first 20 minutes, you had 44 passes completed against 150. You were out passed. We hit the fucking post, we hit the bar, we hit everything. Smith Rowe had a brilliant game. Doherty got bullied by Tierney. Absolutely bullied. He got bullied off the ball. Your Lamella is our Xhaka. They're both bad-tempered. He had a bad game. Son come off. I felt bad for you because he would probably be the only person that would make a difference. Harry Kane didn't have a sniff until he had a free kick. It was nothing. You literally got outplayed in the first half. When we conceded the first goal, I knew we was going to get the equaliser. Now, when we hit the post again and then Saka come off, I knew the game, the tempo was going to slow down. I knew it was going to slow down. I knew you was going to come back in the game. And when you got the red card, I knew you was going to come back guns blazing. And when he took off players and left Odegaard up top and he brought on Willian, I knew we were going to concede everything in our back third. Of course we are. But you weren't good enough to finish the shots. I mean, Lacazette could have scored 2 or 3
You
goals.
could argue that with you, can you?
Yeah, but he didn't.
Yeah,
he
no,
didn't pull the
to be
trigger.
fair.
They won the
It was
game.
still good.
They won the game.
You had 13
This is the
shots,
point I'm
but
trying to
you
make.
only hit 3 on target.
But they
So I
won
was
the
like,
game.
I'm trying to say. So you can
Exactly,
look at this
by
and
a penalty.
you can say all these things about, we were dominant. We had 250,000 passes in the final.
I
That
don't care
doesn't
about
matter.
No.
I don't
Just
really
watch the
care
game.
about
Watch
it.
the
I'm not
game
bothered about that.
later.
I
Watch the game again. Just watch the game again and then
Guys.
have another opinion. Because seriously, Shane, as I said, listen, I will call it, right? This for me was the most one-sided, right? Especially for the first 60, 70 minutes.
First half, yeah, first half.
First 60 minutes, up to about 60 minutes, definitely, it was so kind of one-sided. It was, I was like, wow.
But then what happened when we had 10 men? Why weren't you more dominant for the last 30?
No, we panicked.
Answer my question. Why were you not most dominant in the last 30 if we were down to 10 men?
We should have.
Because what?
Because
what happened? Because
the players took their initiative, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
well, I go back to my point. Had we started the game with a different tactic,
but that's the thing.
So this is what I'm trying to say. The manager didn't set the team up right. I don't want to hear you lot telling me, that's the most this and that. We didn't set it right.
But as a result, that's the thing.
You lot are not that good.
But as a result of the manager setting up like that, we have now been dominated. That's what's happened. As a result of the manager setting up like that, we have been dominated. You can't say it any other way. I can't say it any other way. That's why.
Why was the score only 2-1?
Because they didn't take their chances.
Let's just bring in
Let me answer
Nigerian counterpart from Lagos. He's here.
We're all good now. So I think that the biggest issue, the reason why there's all these debates going on right now is because we only won 2-1. Like, if we'd actually taken our chances and put them away like we were supposed to do, all this nonsense that Sam is saying would be irrelevant. But because the scoreline says 2-1, he can have all this, you guys weren't dominant. But that's why I'm saying the reason why I say we won the game in the midfield is because Odegaard and Smith Rowe had a field day today. They had so much space to do whatever they wanted to.
You had your field
because
day.
Højbjerg was nowhere to be seen. We were just stupid enough not to take our chances. That's the difference. If we won 4-1, you guys wouldn't be talking shit right now. Excuse me.
You had your field day down the left hand flank.
You can't be talking could have, should have. You should
Can
have
we
been 6-1 up.
Okay, look, just look at
right. Arsenal was so bad because they dominate games like that and don't win them.
But we won this one. We won this one, right? We won this one there, right?
That's why they're 10th. You got it.
We won this one, right? We won this one, right?
You didn't win the previous one, did you?
I agree with Sam in the perspective of
Mike.
I agree with Sam in a perspective of.
Go on, Tommy.
Look, they didn't get they didn't get close to scoring in the first half, other than that late goal. And for that, their best chances were outside the box. Their best chances were outside the box. So they hit the crossbar. Smith Rowe hit the crossbar. Other than that, they struggled to create in the box. Other than Lacazette, Lacazette there, you couldn't do anything. If you have a striker that doesn't take their chances, then
watching the same game.
I don't think we weren't watching the same.
In terms of the actual chances, other than the
one
crossbar,
shot on target. There was one shot on target.
other than the crossbar in the first half, there was nothing there. That's why Arsenal attempt. That's why Arsenal attempt.
Unless they want to get half, they get half a goal for hitting the crossbar. Don't forget, Tommy, they get half a goal for that. So what I'm saying to you is, you lot are looking at the game from the perspective that you had a lot of the ball, and because you had a lot of the ball, therefore you were the most dominant team.
Can I ask one question? I just want to ask one question to Sam. Let me ask a question to Sam. So they had the ball, but can you record any moments in the game, first half and what again? First half or first 60 minutes, can you recall any time where we had a shot, we had an attack? We didn't have an attack, let alone have a shot. Harry Kane didn't have a touch in the box until what? The 70th, 80th minute, that header? I'm sorry. Yeah,
tell them, Darius.
I'm sorry. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm not going to say anything else, but I don't want to agree with Arsenal fans, but I have to agree with you.
I will come back
to
how
it is. We didn't do nothing.
I am saying we did not play well. You're not hearing what I'm saying. You don't think I'm just kind of saying, oh, we played well and we were unlucky. We didn't play well. We didn't have the ball. They didn't score. The score was 1-1. In the first North London derby, we had probably even less possession, and we won the game 2-0. The point, there are different ways of playing. The approach today, based on the approach from the last 4 or 5 games that we played, suggested to me that we were going to play like that today. The manager takes full responsibility for not doing that today. Bale being taken off for Sissoko is wrong. The substitutions were wrong. Doherty,
wait, Bale was playing.
Always the little ones, isn't it? It's always the little ones.
I like the Lagos lingo. That's cool. But
I couldn't believe it's an Ndombele was playing as well. When I saw him in the second half get the ball, I was like, what?
Can I ask you, do you get points, additional goals for having a lot of the ball? When you not play, City and all the rest of them, when you got your result against, I think it was Chelsea or whoever it was, there was a few games I've seen you basically park 2 buses as well. And I don't hear you lot come out and say, oh, you know what, we was on that, because it's what I'm saying is a tactics. That's football's about tactics. The tactics was not wrong, was not right today from us. The substitute, all of it was wrong, and that stems from the manager. As I said, when the players took control,
and we still
at 10 men. And you lot was saying to me, oh, we're so dominant. Why wasn't you dominant for the last 20 minutes or the last 30 minutes? Why was it that you were in the pressure? We hit the crossbar. We scored a goal that was offside. So all of a sudden, it's like all of a sudden now we're so great that Spurs are.
Can I answer that?
With 10 men than you guys.
Can I answer that?
That's what I'm asking.
You
can answer
guys, can I answer that?
One at a time.
We're differentiating from Spurs being terrible and Arsenal being great. This is the problem. Right. Now, we were terrible. We were so bad, we should have lost 6-0. But we're so bad, and Arsenal still only win 2-1.
And they're going on like saying they were fantastic. Listen, what I'm trying to say is, it wasn't that fantastic.
You still only win 2-1. I don't care about Arsenal's perspective.
Guys, I'm going to stop there. Let me just get to some comments. We've got a lot of comments. Tommy, I'm going to stop you there. I'm going to stop you there. We've got a lot of comments, and then I want this to continue, but I want to get through some of these comments because people are thinking, what the hell's going on? Right, so we've got Zach Forbes here. Congrats, Schooner Bugs. Great win. Arteta was buzzing post-match. Kieran Tierney is one man left-sided man. Beat Test champion. Aslan, ha. There's lots of laughing there. You won the league. Aslan again. More laugh. And again, that was a 4-week PL trophy. Fantastic again. So again, we've got these guys turning up. Brilliant. We played with the part of the week.
There, aren't they?
Fabulous. Let's go, Gooners. So well done to your fans for showing up today and giving us grief on that. That's really good. We like that. So that's 7. Good evening, gentlemen. Lee Billingsby, North London is red. I told you I'd be here, you effers. Well done, Lee, for turning up. Let's see if you turn up.
Where was you the first game?
Exactly. Go on, Carl, lad. Have another sip for the Gooners. I called it 2-1 to Arsenal. Solo did call it 2-1. Mr. Silver Fox, again, another Arsenal fan. The tears are yum. Thank you very much, Mr. Silver Fox. Look at the stats. Look at the stats. Yeah, that's good. You're having a go at me. But I am looking at the stats, and the stats suggest to me that you lot won the game.
But you never looked at the stats when we were winning games under Jose. Why is it now we're looking at the stats? Because we would never care about stats.
No, I've looked at the stats for a long time. I've looked at
the stats are not important. We were dominated against. We were dominated.
We got fucked. We got.
Thank you.
That's it.
The end, bro. Yeah, and I'm glad, like, I messed with that. You finally said the truth. You were dominated.
Dominated. But you still can't score more than 2 goals.
As you said, you don't get extra points for scoring more goals, do you?
Exactly. You get 3 points.
You lot were saying we don't get extra points for having chances.
Because in the first 40 minutes,
what's the point?
As dominant as you were in the first 40 minutes, you was losing 1-0. You were losing 1-0. You're not going to get away with that. That's why that's why you're not getting in the top 4 for the next 3 seasons.
You've got dominated.
That's why I'm not in the top 4 for the last
Carl,
3 seasons.
Let Carl have it. Let him finish.
Just accept it. The first half was ours. The second half was iffy. You got your first goal in the first half, which come out of nowhere, which was a bit of a worldie, which was never going to happen again. You've 28 games in the Emirates. You've won 1 game out of 28 games in the Emirates. That's a stat you ain't going to get past. When we come to your ground, 9 attempts out of 10, we're going to lose, right? You've got a new stadium. You've got a bit of a record going now, yeah? At the end of the day, when you come to the Emirates, there's always, in the back of your player's mind, you've only won there 1 time. You need to come there and put a big performance in. Yeah, we only won 2-1, but our hitman was on the bench. You know, we lost.
You know what I'm saying? We benched our main man.
When we started the game, we were down 1 player. Then you went down 1 player, and then it was equal. You can say
had you watched the previous,
we should have lost today.
In the last 5 games, you lot have won 1 North London derby. We've won 2, drawn 2, and you lot have won 1 in 5. So all this bluster about that.
No. In the last 6, you've won 2, we've won 2. Yeah, and I
said the last 5. You know what I said? I said the last 5.
Go and look at what
in the last 6 games. If you want to talk the last 6 games, we beat you 2-0 in the Carabao Cup.
Sam, who cares about the Carabao Cup? Who cares about the Carabao Cup?
It doesn't matter now.
Like, come on, Sam, bro.
The games were listen. The last few games have been at your ground.
London derby.
The last few games, more games have been at your ground.
Don't watch the video. You lot have won 1 game, and that was at your place. The last 5 games, they have been 2 wins for Spurs, 2 draws, and 1 win for you guys. No, it's
how many been played at Spurs? How many games been?
So what the point is? What I'm trying to say is, you won today at your own ground. What's the big deal?
Who cares about previous games? Who cares about previous games?
I'll get on to some of these.
Look,
guys. He said most dominant first half.
Not beating you, still finishing above you.
Marlon, facts, and Marlon said shit. Mr. Silver Fox, Darius keeping it real. Zach is false. Bell came off because he couldn't keep up with the beep test champion in Tierney. That's from Zach. Mr. Silver Fox again. Mike chat so much waffle, it's unreal. Oh, I don't agree with that. Jay
Silver Fox is on one today.
Silver Fox, pick your chin up, mate.
Like none of us should be surprised in Bell's performance today, man. He obviously had flashbacks last night of the 5-2s. Like, oh shit, remember?
He was going to give us a problem today because he's been doing all right. To be fair, the last couple of games, I actually was thinking when your team was announced and your front 4, I was a bit like, ooh.
Bro, it was our strongest team by Doherty. Your
best player today was actually Lamela before he got sent off, and Mora.
When I knew what? Mora?
Yeah, Mora's a problem today.
Mora's one of your best players. I tell you.
That's shocking. And the thing is, he's not. It's just the fact that, and I keep saying this, like, Cole, what you said about the whole 60 minutes we got back into the game, to me personally, and I don't know how the other Spurs fans feel, but that makes it worse because we didn't show anything for the first 60, and that's how now you go 2-1 down, and now you've got 10 men. Now you want to start attacking.
The point is, the manager has to take full responsibility. We still had errors in the back, which I can't. If you want to detract from that or not, it's up to you guys. But the goal that you got from a Sanchez mistake is a penalty. That was a penalty. Obviously, I'm not going to deny that was a penalty. But he made a silly challenge. It was stupid. He's done that before.
He should have just let Laka shoot. He should have let Laka shoot because he would miss it.
Bro,
he
missed it already. He missed it anyway.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
missed it anyway.
So
No, so I don't understand. But like I said, well done, you lot. I'm just going to go through a few more, then we can go back to this again. Aslan, go on, Carl. Gooner, that's amazing. I've never seen these Gooner Ranger names come up, but all of a sudden they're here today. You Spurs fans are bad losers. We outplayed you guys. End of. Outplaying doesn't mean to say you win games.
Come on, man.
What's wrong
Come
with
on.
people?
Come
Do you
on.
understand
Just for once.
Just for once. Just asking you to read out
the Silver Fox.
Sam,
These Spurs
read
fans
out
are
the
hurt.
comments. Not ad libs, bro. No ad libs on the comments.
Oh my God.
Mr. Silver Fox. Wow, the delusion is comical. Keep it up. Fantastic. Thank you. Solo 7. Guys, I've always said Jose's a fraud as a manager. That's
you should know. He's
a fraud. How can I don't get some of these comments? Fraud as a manager. Call him out on that. Call him out on that comment there. How is Mourinho a fraud as a manager when he's won as much as he has done in his entire career? I just don't get it.
He's just not good anymore.
Taking the money.
He is, isn't he? Isn't he? He's here for a paycheck now. I'm starting to believe
that. Of course he is. Did you watch Spurs all or nothing? Spurs all or nothing? He was having a go at the defence. He was having a go at the defence on Spurs all or nothing, and he doesn't buy centre back. He buys Rodon.
He doesn't even play Rodon. You don't even play him. Still wants
to play Canners and Carl. Yeah, I've got a question for Canners and Carl. Like, because obviously you guys watched the show yesterday, innit? And all the chest that these men were coming with at me, attacking me with all this, telling me stuff like, bruv, this left someone's mouth yesterday. Someone told me that Ndombele is a better number 10 than someone at our club, bro. Ndombele. That left someone's mouth yesterday. I know they lied to you.
No. Here's the funniest one. Someone had said to me that Kane is the best striker in the world.
He's one.
Wow.
Of course he is.
One of
them. Come on.
He's not the best.
You need to think about that before it comes out your mouth.
Canners.
Think about that a little bit more before it comes out your mouth.
Canners.
Say it again, Canners. Say it again.
That's outrageous.
Someone said
Kane's not one of the best strikers in the world.
He's one of.
Who's the best striker?
No one said
he's better than him.
Lewandowski.
Thank you.
In League One. In League
Haaland. Flipping it. Come on, man.
Kane's not one of the best.
Delusional.
Kane's not one of the best strikers in the world.
He's one of. Yes, he'll probably make top 5, but he's not the best.
One of what? 100? One of what? One of 10? One of 20?
Shane.
Kane is the best. Kane is the best number 9 currently. Kane is the best number 9 and number 10 in the Prem. He's the best number 9
in the Prem. In the Prem, yeah.
Aubameyang. Mike, let Mike say.
Best number 9.
Aubameyang's been rubbish since the last 2-3 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Hold on. 1 second. Mike, what was you going to say?
He's so good. He's on the bench. He's so good. He's on the bench.
Let Mike come in. Mike, I'm going to let you come in there. Go on.
I was just going to ask Canners, who's better than Kane then? Right now,
that's what I want to know.
Minute time, who's better than Kane?
Mbappe.
Seriously, I'm not.
Mbappe. Haaland. Lewandowski.
So you're saying
I'll give you Lewandowski, but I can't.
I'll give you Lewandowski.
That's what I'll give you Lewandowski. I'll give you
Haaland, no?
Haaland's not better than Kane.
He's basically the same as Aubameyang. He scores a lot of goals.
You're talking Haaland.
Haaland's the third best. Haaland, no, I'm a Haaland stan. He's the third best striker in the world. He's the third best striker in the world.
Aubameyang, would you put Aubameyang in the top strikers in the world?
Why not?
You're gonna put him in. It's absolutely shocking. But yet you're gonna say that I don't understand. This is what I'm saying. I understand.
You're ridiculous now.
Let's be real. He's better than Haaland right now, bro.
At
least you can admit that, because that was a stupid thing to say. I'll admit that.
I'm watching Haaland play right now. I'm watching Haaland play and what he's doing in the Champions League and in Bundesliga.
Nigerian Englishman, talk to your man. Talk to your man, Canners. Say it.
Canners, I'll be honest. I've been with you on nearly everything you said today, but the Kane thing, it hurts me to say it. He's better than Haaland. Right now, he's better than Haaland. In 2 years' time, it could be a bit different, but right now, at this moment, Kane is better than Haaland.
I've got a question for Arsenal.
I've got a question for Arsenal.
Exactly. It's an opinion. Bloody hell! When do we finally
Arsenal fans? How? So genuinely, Arsenal fans, for you now, you've got this win. Congratulations for the win. Cool, you've got the win. You're 4 points behind us now. Is that right?
That's correct.
That's
4
correct.
points, and then obviously we've got Europa League. For you, what constitutes a successful season?
Europa League.
That's it.
Europa League.
Well, then we'll see you there then. I hope
I'll
we see
be
you
honest.
there then.
Only thing that can save our
What
season
about
is
you?
Europa League.
What about you though? Where are
That's
you going from this?
Well,
we got a cup final,
if we had won the
and
game,
Europa
if we had won the game, I would have said top 4, but I don't think top 4's on anymore. So now it's Europa League. So hopefully we see you in Europa League and we can get revenge. That's all I can say now.
Don't forget the cup final that we win.
The Carabao, but it's Man City, bro. I'm not again that.
Mourinho's sack is a successful season.
Mourinho, what?
Wow. Kind of man of few words came out with the bow. Wow.
That's a real Thanos there. Jesus, Thanos.
Yeah,
Play with your chest again. Thanos, let me put you on big screen. Let me put you on big screen. Hold on. Thanos, play with your chest.
I don't miss my words. Mourinho getting sacked is a successful season. Because we're going to start blaming our defense, and then next season's going to come, and we're going to have acceptable defenders.
And who are we going to replace him with?
Anybody who can challenge in the North London derby.
Do you know who would be a good manager for Spurs? Actually, I reckon I wouldn't like it to happen because it would annoy me if Rodgers went to Spurs.
Rodgers,
Brendan Rodgers.
How much does Mourinho pay you?
Mate, what has Rodgers done in his career? Right, when was the last time Rodgers won anything?
Rodgers has got Leicester second place. Leicester have had more injuries than us this season, and they're second place.
He's won more recently than Spurs.
Mourinho has had a full fit squad for a lot of this season. I don't think he's got any excuses at the moment.
You know what? We digress from the actual game today.
I think we are digressing.
Yeah.
Let me go back to some comments here because we're going to digress a lot, family. Right, here we go. This is one for you, Mike.
Sure.
Mike, would Eric Bailly get into the Spurs team? He's taking the piss.
100%.
He would.
I don't lie, Mike.
That question.
Let Mike answer.
Doesn't deserve an answer.
Don't deserve an answer, but we'll go on to this one. This one's a good one. Banter, but Harry Kane is the best striker in the world. That's from Solo 7. So
That's the most sensible thing he said all day.
He has talked sense. Arslan again, like a blood clot set. Well done, like a blood clot set. Mr. Silver Fox, banter aside, at the end of the day, Spurs only hired Jose Mourinho, not for the trophies, but for his record against Arsenal.
Shut up, bro. Come off that.
Hear that, man.
Come off.
Seriously. This is what it's come to. This is what it's come to.
Because you ain't winning his trophies.
Okay, I'm going to do now. What I'm going to do now is going to go to each one of you, but individually. So we're going to go to the top, then come down and up and down, so everybody can get a little bit of their say about the game, and you can give your own opinion. So I'm going to start with who's got that background noise. Somebody's got to switch off their mic.
Here we go.
Okay, so we'll start with you, Mike. Give your overview of what you thought of today's performance and game.
I'm going to keep it short and sweet because it doesn't need to divulge on this. Tottenham played poor. Lamela sending off was stupid. I would say the better team won. I'm happy to go with a better team won, but let's just put the facts out there. Only one goal from a penalty separated the two teams today. So, yeah.
Carl, let's go to you next. I'll put you on full screen too.
I'd say it was probably a game of two halves. You came better when you went 1 man down. No one's going to win anything from this in the league. I mean, we're both shit at the minute. But I'll take the win because you lot have been chatting there for a long time.
But you didn't need the win.
Let me talk. You all said Xhaka would be the worst person to start in the lineup, and I agreed with you, but he bossed it in a midfield today.
Can't lie.
He looked better than Højbjerg.
Okay. No, that's fair enough. I admit the banter that was thrown out by me particularly, I got to take that. Not a problem. Darius, we'll come to you next. You want to say your bit. I'll put you on big screen too, because you've been hating today.
I've been hating for a reason, though. I've been hating for a reason. I've been hating for a reason. There's a reason I've been hating.
Talk your truth, Darius.
I don't hate for no reason, guys. I hate when I see my team. For 17 minutes, I saw my team. For 17 minutes, do nothing.
Keep it to 30 seconds.
I'll keep it to look. I'll keep this nice and sweet. Yeah,
please.
For 70 minutes, I saw my team do nothing in a North London derby. In a North London derby, I saw my team do nothing. Lamella, bang a goal. Thank you for that memory. I'll take that one. But I saw my team do nothing. It should not take my team to go 10 men and 2-1 down to say, you know what? Let's try go for it. I'm not happy with this result. I'm not happy with Jose, and I don't see how he can get out from this one. I think this one, like Thanos said, I think this is the icing on the cake. I think this is the icing on the cake for me. I tried. I really tried, and I hope we still win that Europa League. But I don't think I can do this anymore.
We need organs.
And
I don't think I can do this for me. I don't.
That Darius is our version of DT for AFTV. Thank you very much.
Kenny, I'm DT. Who the hell am I, man?
These troops.
Nigerian Englishman. Your time.
All right. So what I saw in the game today was we dominated the game at the start of it. Up until you guys scored, I was pretty comfortable thinking we were going to walk away, maybe a 3-1 win. But I thought when you guys went 1-0 up, we made our same mistakes. We didn't score when we were on top. But we got back in the game. The only regret I have is the chances that we took, because it makes it seem like you guys were actually in the game when you really weren't. In terms of the final 20 minutes, we basically said, you lot, all right, you guys have to chase it. Go on, attack us. And you had nothing for us. Hit the post, game done, North London derby, all Arsenal, mate.
Thank you very much. I like that. Not that much, but I liked it anyway. Still, let's go up to Thanos. Another one of these ones who is going to come out with pure fire. Come on, pure fire now.
Hey, listen.
Keep the Russian Revolution out of it.
First in it, like, I don't want Arsenal fans to start thinking like they were good. I don't want to start giving off that impression. Like you're not good. We are just terrible. And we always have this thing where we'll come and we'll say, oh, the defense did this, or it was a one-off mistake, or Mourinho never told the players to sit back. At the end of the day, like, it's been what, 2 seasons of Mourinho. He's had his off season. We've had the chance to develop patterns of play. The same things keep happening. We are in big games and we have no way of winning. I can confidently come into big games and say, I don't think my team's going to win. And then I'll come here and we'll speak and we'll say, oh yeah, but we lost to Liverpool. There's no shame in that. I'm like, that's not the Spurs I know. I'm done with just like these games where we just sit back. Like, this has to be it for me. And if it's still on the fence with Mourinho, I don't know what to tell you. I wouldn't mind if we did like what Chelsea did with Sarri, where we won the Europa League and they said, yeah, that's fine. You can go now. That's what I'm on now.
Thank you very much. We like that. We like that indeed. Let's not forget the 6-1 that we give Man United. Let's also not forget that we are, I believe, the highest scorers in terms of goals.
I do believe this is a London derby review.
And I will go next. I will go next.
That's why we scored 20 goals.
I'll go next to Canners.
In case you forgot, this is a North London derby review. We're not talking about all these 6-1s.
I'm just trying to give a bit of context.
Sorry, Canners.
Bit of context. Canners, your time.
Thank you. Look, listen. I think today I've never been so comfortable. That first half was so comfortable, and for a long time I've never been sat back and watched a North London derby since probably 2004 at your gaff. So comfortable. Listen, one thing we haven't touched on, I guess, from an Arsenal perspective, is the fact. Look, maybe Arteta's learning. He knew how you lot were going to set up, and you know what? Nah,
don't say he's a good manager. Christ.
Listen, wait, can you let me finish? Thank you. Listen, maybe he's learning. He knew how you lot was going to set up. He knew that straight away, if our move forward, breaks down or whatever, we would get back into shape as quickly as possible.
Preach it.
The thing is, maybe the Son injury helped him with his tactics today. Listen, I'm happy. We should have lost today. With our club right now, with the players, there's obviously something going on with Aubameyang that should have played out really into the game. You lot should have taken advantage of that. Didn't. Yeah. We won today, and to be fair, I think it wasn't just a penalty that separated the teams. I think you outfought the tactics. We outdone you with tactics, and we won our personal battles, and we thoroughly deserved today.
Cool.
Thank you very much, Reverend Canners there. Reverend Canners on the pulpit. Thank you. Spurs Zone TV. Let's go to Tommy for the last say on the Spurs lot.
I'm struggling for positives. I believe a lot in what Thanos says. Because
he's got 5 stones. He's got the 5 stones.
So, it wasn't that Arsenal were great. It was just that we were fucking awful. I hope that this isn't now in the coffin. I hope this is throwing the petrol in the coffin to Mourinho's charged managerial career with us, because he's just time and time again. The biggest thing was, I don't want to talk about previous games. We're going to talk about this game, but how can you put Kane, Son, and Ndombele out against Zagreb 3 days later in the North London derby? Arsenal can do it because they're not fighting for title. They're not fighting for the top 4. They've got nothing.
And you are?
As the boys have just said, they won this game. They're still looking Europa League. We was in the top 4. We've been putting Kane and Son on the pitch. We deserve Son getting injured. One of the reasons we lost is because Son got injured. He was the only boy pressing at the start of the game as well. He's the only boy pressing. And we can see why Kane's not pressing, because he's carrying an injury. So this wasn't because Arsenal were good. I mean, they're a good club. They're a mid-table club. They deserve to be where they are. You know what I mean? They deserve to be where they are.
I like that, Tommy. Get that dig in. Get it in. Uppercut the body.
This was proof that we are shambolic. Mourinho is the master of 1-0 losses. Losses by 1 goal. He's the master of losses by 1 goal. At the moment, that's what he is now.
Wow. Do you not think Mourinho has been dead ever since he was at United? Like, ever since he joined United, his career went...
But hold on,
Carl, I've been trying to give him a chance, bro. Honestly, I've been trying to give him a chance, and the Europa League would be great, but at the moment, it's hard to watch my team play. And at the end of the day, if it's hard to watch my team play, I can't enjoy that. I can't.
We're the top scorers. I don't understand. We're the top scorers
because we're playing Europa Farmers, G. That's why we had about 5 or 6 games. We had about 5 or 6 games before everybody else had a game. We had that September qualifier where we scored 7-5 goals against Farmers, bro. I'm sorry, we've played the most games in the league. That's why we scored the most goals.
I just want to say, Sam,
no, we haven't played the most games in the league.
Who's played more than us?
We've got like a game in hand on everyone at the moment.
No, I'm saying like all competitions. We were playing games. We played about 20 games in September. That's why we scored 102 goals, because we played about 50 games. We probably only scored about 1.82 goals a game, and really and truly, that's about average.
Look at them maths there. Go on, Darius.
Darius, Truth TV.
It's facts. You said facts. I'm bringing facts as well.
By
the way, Arsenal, man, don't think that I'm on your team, by the way. Like,
you know what?
Don't get
I'll tell you what. That might make sense. There you go.
You Tottenham man, I'm making me mad.
That feels comfortable.
Wait,
I didn't realize what you did.
Darius, go in the right side. Go in the right side.
On the
right side.
Wow.
Yeah, with you.
I can see the red in the headphones.
Come to the
headphones. Stop it.
Right, just to say, big up Jose Mourinho, yeah, big him up. Yeah.
Can we get off this?
Big up man like Jose, yeah. That's my guy.
This ain't about you, Arsenal.
It's about Jose.
We want you to stay. We want you to stay.
Right, Mrs. Silverfox.
We want you to stay.
Have a top night. And North London is red. Thank you and good night. That's from Mr. Silverfox. Carl and Canners, my man of the match. Well done. Man, 24-24. Lads, Son is out. Mourinho is helpless. Only 2 players truly care for the club on Mother's Day as well. What a shambles. What's your thoughts on Moura's performance? I'm not going to go into any more of this. No, gentlemen, thank you very much.
I just want a drink. I want another drink.
It's now time. It's now time to go out. Before we go, obviously, as we always do, like, subscribe, share, comment. Let's get to 500 subscribers. Then it'll be a free shirt of your choice when we take the draw. Whoever wins that draw will get a free Spurs, not a Spurs shirt. It will be a free shirt of your choice.
Thank God, mate. No one
your name and number on the back. And it should be a Spurs shirt. But anyway, that's a different matter. Anyway, gentlemen, thank you all very much.
No, thank you.
Explosive, but it's been good. We've all got our points across. It got a little bit mental in the middle. But I think that's what it was going to be about. It's a North London derby. I expect passion.
Sweating, Shane.
I am sweating. I need
He's
to tell,
more
man.
than
I've had enough. I've had enough, man. I've had enough. You lot are driving me mad. So
I'm definitely following Tommy after this, 100%, 1,000%, man. Because I can see we're gonna get some more emotional rants tonight, innit, Tom?
And you lot,
Tommy, I'm tuning in.
I'm tuning in.
I'm tuning in. Right, lads, we're gonna go. So we're out with this. Take care, and we'll see you again soon.
Cool.